Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner, my hard mode playthrough. A little bit of a change of pace, or change of scenery at least. We are back in flooded foothills in the Yar, and we're going to head south on the piece of land that I'm currently on for what I think is a bridge that gets me over to a little island. And there's some basically tasks that I haven't yet tagged on this map, plus some upgrades. So I haven't actually finished scouting this map really. I've got all the watchtowers. I think I've got all the roads repaired, but I've got 6 as yet untagged tasks to find. Some of them I can see where they are, some of them I might have to look for. I'm towing the prototype trailer. I've currently got a full tank of fuel in the Yar and a bit of fuel in the roof rack, but not a lot. I've also got the tattering on this page, and I just want to kind of consolidate this map. I left the last episode with the Ford pickup truck basically completely out of fuel and the Tayga almost out of fuel, and I was having a little think about how I might address that situation and get fuel down to them. And there's a couple of good options there that have been mentioned in comments, so thank you very much for that. One of them that I quite like is using the Crocodile as a sort of small, light, nimble fuel bunker. Can hold 900 litres of fuel and is quite mobile. So I don't think I've bought that add-on for it, but that's a possibility. Another one is to get the Kodiak that's available on this map. Another one is to use either the cat that I've already got or the new cat that I can get on this map. And while I think through those options, I just fancied a little bit of a change of pace. Get back to flooded foothills and at least tag as much as I can. This prototype trailer, I'm dragging it with me. I'm not sure that I need it anymore, but I don't want to just dump it in the wilderness because I might need it. There might be a patch of the map that I haven't really thought about yet that needs a scan. I don't think that's true, but I'm going to drag it with me anyway. And hopefully deposit it near the garage or in a convenient area, maybe the railway station or anywhere that I get near to. And then hopefully this episode gives me a bit of a breather to think about what I'll do about my fuel logistics. That's my thinking. So that's just a wooden frame building to deconstruct, but I think there is a different task around here. One of the ones that I haven't tagged is not far ahead. Yeah, this flood aftermath. So that's one that I haven't yet tagged. I think that looks like a brick building to deconstruct. There's something here to do with this pipe. That may be either a task or a... Can't be a task because I would have seen it by now. Maybe a contract. And some of the tasks that I couldn't find on the map may be locked behind dependencies. Like the Yar recovery at the end of Amandra. So we'll come in here, tag this task, find out what they're after, and then go over what looks like a bridge that you can just about see there next to that pipeline. Drop a trailer. Go in without the trailer, just because it's not fun to reverse it. Let's see what this task is. Flood aftermath. The recent flood washed my crates of spare parts down the stream. Help me recover them and I'll pay you back $2,600. So start tracking. Let's have a quick look at the map, see where they are. Okay, so yeah, down the stream, but of course on this map the stream flows up the map. Fine. So there's 2 service spare part crates. Perfect job for the grad. Now what I'm not sure about I am going to untag that because I don't want to track something I'm not actually going to be working on right away. So I'll hook my trailer back up and then carry on. And my intention is to come along this pipeline over this bridge, see if there's anything here that looks like it might be a broken pipe. I can't tell whether that's broken or not from the map. Come across here, and then at the very least there's an upgrade here and an abandoned truck task that I haven't got. And then what I would like to do, really, well, there is a bit of the map in the middle there that I haven't uncovered, and that does look like a broken pipe to me. What I would like to do, though, is get back to where the grad is and chuck some extra fuel in it and do a little bit of work in the grad as well. That depends on how... I'd like to see whether it's possible to get across to this garage island from the island that the upgrade is on. Let's get the upgrade in the abandoned truck first. And if I have to drive all the way down the pipeline and then up across this road, so be it. I think the grad has got fuel for that. And then the other thing I've got options for is that the Tatarin has a full fuel tank and about 40 litres in its roof. So there's some things over here like arrogance and abandoned trailer. A couple of things, camping gone wrong, looks like one that I don't think I've got yet. So yeah, but for the minute, stick to the yard, back her up, get that trailer back on, bit of daylight coming in, get over this bridge, check out that pipe, and it might be that's a contract job rather than a task anyway, but there's no fuel in the exploration trailer, so I'm not dragging it for any good reason other than the fact that I just don't want to dump it in the wild until I've decided for sure that I definitely don't need it. I did mark the road, but I'm in a scout and I may as well go have a look around the beach. Go through these trees. Oh, there's a big rock there. Let's just stick to the water's edge. See if I can shortcut my way onto that bridge. No point taking the truck route if you're in a scout and you can use the shortcut. So I've got two fuel trailers on this map. There's the maintenance trailer that I think needs hauling back. Oh, hello, hang on. Back up. Oh no. Oh wow, that's a nasty one. Uh-oh. Detach the trailer. That might be a crane job to get that out of there. How the hell am I going to get that out of there? So I just posted a comment because I had a comment from Friday. Let me have a think about this for a minute. Let me have a talk to myself. So I had a... It doesn't help that I've got camera jankiness, right? I'm not moaning, I'm just saying. I'm not whining, I don't want any cheese, thank you very much. I had a comment which is perfectly justified. Do I want some cheese for my wine? Because in the last episode I was having a little bit of a moan. About myself, really. No, I don't believe I was particularly moaning about the game. I was only moaning, like, why was I driving the Tiger in that particular swamp? This isn't getting itself out. Whatever happens here, I think... The trouble is I can't really manoeuvre the camera enough to have a good look. But I think I've screwed that. And it's an example of something that... Why did I do that, you know? So, let me... So I'm going to take another gamble here. And then I'll talk while I'm driving. Although arguably that was the problem. As the grad is a third of a tank, enough to get the grad down to this trailer, basically. 1.2 kilometers as the crow flies, but obviously I am not going to be flying. But can I get the grad to fuel? And then if I get the grad to fuel, can I bring that fuel back up and get myself to the point that the grad can help that scout out of its mischief? And the problem here is I might be setting myself up for a fail by sending the grad without fuel. So I do know that, let's just get rid of that. I'm going to basically this route, just make sure that I know which way to turn when there's a turn. I'm not constantly looking at the map. I'm just going to reach there. Can I do that on a third of a tank? At 40 kilometers an hour. So let's get back to the comment, right? So the last episode, which as you can probably tell, I'm recording this after the episode went live and the comments on that episode have been visible to me. I didn't enjoy editing that episode, and I'm not overly happy with the episode as it's finished. All right, I'm just completely being open with you guys. I enjoyed playing. I enjoyed the driving, and at the time that I was driving, I was a bit. I get a bit frustrated with myself at some of the things that I do, like what I've just done with that ER, tipped it off the side of a bridge by not being careful, and that's just daft, right? That's I did and I'm not honestly, I'm not doing this to make content. That's me not focusing on the driving, talking while I'm driving, and even after 100 and however many episodes it is, probably 130 episodes or more by now, I'm still distracted by talking and make daft driving decisions. So, and in the previous episode, I got the Taiga in a swampy puddle, basically up to the roof. And when I was editing it, I thought, there's no reason to be in that puddle. Why would I be in that puddle? And it sounded like I was moaning about the Taiga not having a good enough snorkel. And I don't think I was doing that. I think I was just probably frustrated at myself for putting the thing in that position in the first place. And then when I was editing it, I'm not going to do this. I wouldn't do this. But what I wanted to do was just cut that out, make it appear as if that had never happened. But I am determined, and have been determined since day one, to show you guys all of the bumpy, gnarly bits that I do that are wrong, as well as the successes. So, and I think I get a mix of successes. You know, I made a comment there about Aussie Man Reviews could do an entire fail episode based on me driving trucks in this game, because there's as many fails. But there are also some like destination perfects that crop up. So I'm not saying it's not enjoyable. I definitely enjoy the game, but sometimes turning the things that I've done while I was playing into a video that I enjoy is hard. Sometimes the editing side of it is hard work, and I think sometimes that colours the episode that I then record. So what I need to do, basically, I've given myself a good talking to offline, and you're getting an echo of it now, is a couple of things I need to do. I need to be a bit more purposeful, right? I need to work out what I want to do. And it's not a great start that immediately in this episode I just rolled the bloody Yar off a bridge. But I need to make sure I'm in the right frame of mind to record, rather than recording when I'm tired or grouchy, because that's going to come through to you. It's going to make it sound like I'm being too negative, and I gave up on somebody else's series for this game because the player got too negative, started hating the game, and I definitely don't hate the game, and I don't want it to sound like that. I enjoy the game, I enjoy the process, I enjoy the comments. I definitely wouldn't be still doing this if you guys weren't doing the comments and support you're doing. I've watched other series that have petered out and not completed. I also know from some comments that quite a few of you only really started watching my episodes once I got to like 100 episodes on the playlist. And I imagine then, because I'm a little bit similar, that's people thinking, well, all right, okay, he's committed 100 episodes. That means that he's probably in it for the long term. And there's nothing more annoying than following a series that just ends before completion, in my opinion. So I'm definitely in it for the long run. I'm definitely going to complete it, but I need to make it so that I enjoy editing again, rather than the editing being a chore that then makes me a bit grumpy to play. And then regardless of whether I'm grumpy to play, I've got to put my happy face on when I'm playing, because I've got to create interesting content, and interesting content doesn't mean grumpy outlay, to me anyway. So yeah, I'm not best pleased with myself what I did with that Yar, rolling it off the bridge. I am quite mad at myself, and my editor will probably be grumpy with me, but I'm not going to let that colour the rest of the episode and make me grumpy for the rest of the episode. Because at the end of the day, I didn't do it deliberately, but at the end of the day, it is content, right? And when I'm watching other people, I enjoy watching their failures as much as I enjoy watching the smooth, easy stuff. That's my, and I've said all along, I want to make the types of videos that I enjoy watching. So I definitely, I'm not tempted to cut that stuff out. Oh, 22 litres, that's not bad. We got to the fuel with 22 litres to spare. Refuel. We only got half a trailer full, so that's not great news. 645 litres left, but the grad is now full. And what I think I should do now is take the grad and the trailer back to here. I don't even know if the grad's crane will be able to get that out. I'm just hoping that I can move it enough that it can get itself out, really, but we'll see. Take the grads and the trailer to here, refill again my fuel tank, and then the grad can go off on its own up this lane and try and get to the Yar, to pull the Yar up onto its wheels. But this is not intended. I did not want to be doing this, and this whole episode might be me getting the Yar out of where I shouldn't have put the bloody thing in the first place. And I'm going to have to smile about it and get on. And I do enjoy it. It's one of my favourite episodes was where I spent the entire episode getting over me rolling the log vehicle over in Imandra. Ooh, hang on a minute. I did say I was going to... I also need to work on my memory. It'd be handy if I had a little notepad, because I nearly drove off without my trailer then. Oh, this can't pull trailers. Alright, okay. Tow rope it is. I'll keep forgetting that as well, see? Tow rope it is. Tow rope works fine. Got plenty of horses to help pull. It's just the trailer's a little bit less controlled and pulls me around a little bit more, so it makes steering a bit more dicey. You know what I've done again? And it is unacceptable. I keep forgetting to pick up that lost end route behind me, and I am going to go back and get it, because I think that's the one that gives me a free Kodiak, which may or may not become part of my fuel bunker situation. We'll see. I at least want to tag it so I know. Is it in here or is it over the bridge? It is over the bridge to there. Bit wasteful, sorry. Backwards and forwards a little bit, but I forgot all about it again. Just saying about memory, wasn't I? Steady. Right, lost en route. So that's the second task that we've tagged so far today, which means I'm still missing 4. I know about Arrogance, Lost Trailer and Lost Truck. 2400 plus a Chevy Kodiak. My friend Bill loves building cars. I sent him some crates with spare parts, but not only did he break the truck, he lost the crates. Deliver the crates to him and he will give you the truck if you fix it. That seems a bit generous, doesn't it? So there's crates. So that, okay, so Bill's on that island that we fixed the bridge to get over to it. And we've got to find some crates in and around the railway station. And there's another area that potentially might need a scan with the exploration trailer. Okay. Well, I can see the Chevy is there because that's the spanner symbol. That's where the maintenance is needed. And then the crates are in that direction. So I'm going to run back up the road, pick up my trailer. I'll leave it tracking for now because I am kind of going in that direction. Get my trailer back on a rope and push on a bit. So roughly 1 o'clock to my truck. So let's have a look. Where's my truck? So 12 o'clock would be there. Oh no, it's at Bill's house. Fair enough. So find the crates, take them to Bill's house. Chevy's already there. But go to Bill's house with the repair parts and something that can do maintenance. So another thing that I've done since the last episode, which I'm going to put on screen now as a screenshot while I maneuver this trailer, is I went off to my Michigan map on my other save, which is why the trucks all have a different paint job, and I equipped the variants of small crane that I'm aware of. So I think I use a Taiga, I forget the order, a Taiga, the Fleet Star, the Tatra Phoenix with its green big military looking crane, a Ford pickup truck and another one. And what I hadn't realised, so I always knew that this, what I call the Russian crane, but basically the blue crane that fits most of the Russian trucks, I always knew it was underpowered. I didn't realise quite how much shorter it is than the yellow American truck crane. So that's why I was struggling in a previous episode to get cargo up onto a ledge. This crane is just tiny in comparison. So yes, I'll probably use the Azov 73210 with the big crane, the super large crane. But actually, if I just used an American truck or the Phoenix with its green crane, I would be able to lift that pallet up onto that no problem. Yeah, that's something else I've done. But yeah, you'll have just seen a quick screenshot of me with 5 vehicles in a line, all with a crane fully extended, to show that the blue one is significantly shorter than the yellow crane and the Bandit. That was the 5th one. I used my DLC free Bandit on the campaign mode save, to show the Bandit crane is also about the same length as the yellow US cranes. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. So no, I'm going to come through here, follow this, pretty much, and at this point get myself to that bridge. So that's just a little bit of food for thought for me in terms of which vehicle to use the crane on. Because I said it a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but actually the Ford with its yellow crane on, now that I don't really need it for scouting anymore, the Ford pickup truck with that yellow crane at the unload places might have enough strength and reach to do what I need. Don't know. So that is definitely a broken or a disconnected. It's not pipe though, is it? Or if it is, maybe it's a gas pipe or something. But anyway, that's definitely the sort of thing that on other maps you fix. Interestingly, it's got a route through to this area. I'm interested in trying to see if there's a route on the left side over to the garage island, but let's focus on the job in hand at the minute, which is getting the yard back out of that water without having to pay to recover it. That's the sinking feeling I got in the back of my mind, is that if that's properly stuck, unless I bring in a big crane, I may end up needing to pay to recover it. Doesn't look very nice, does it? There we go, that's a decent winch. I can't work out what that pipeline looking thing is, because it doesn't look like a pipe. It certainly doesn't look like a gas pipe, really. It almost looks like a cover over a conveyor belt, but surely they wouldn't send logs out through that sort of thing. That's asking for something to jam every 2 minutes. Right, that's the bridge. I hope I can get this yar out. I don't know, I'm not confident about getting this thing out with this little crane, to be honest. Let's go past it though and get the trailer out the way. Right, mate, please just come out. Yeah, don't roll anymore. Thank you very much. Stay there and behave for a minute. I'm not doing too bad. I've got 3/4 of a tank of fuel left in the Vorongard. I'm going to put a safety line on. And then I'm going to try and back myself up. And not for the first time, half an hour into the episode, I get myself back to where I should have been 5 minutes into the episode. Oh, I hope you guys are laughing with me. Please. Oh, God. What am I like? What am I like? Attach. I don't really care about this trailer, but I'm stubborn, so I'm going to take it with me. I don't think I need it anymore. I wondered if I should dump it in the back of the grad. But then while the grad is here, it may as well pick up some timber from one of those buildings that are relatively close by. Successfully negotiated bridge number 1 at Ley. Congratulations. You have achieved bridge 101. See if you can drive over another one without doing something stupid. Successfully negotiated bridge number 2. Now around here, kind of looks like there ought to be a way over, a wading route across the river, but it's difficult to tell from the map. I think what I'm going to do is put this trailer here just before it gets completely dark and I can't see a thing. I think I'll leave that trailer there because I don't need to take it up where I'm going, and if anything the grad can pick it up if I choose to. And then I want to have a little look as to whether there is a wading opportunity anywhere here. Honestly, it doesn't look like it to me at the moment. Okay, so engine off. I just thought sometimes these sort of stones in the middle of the water signify something that marks like a bridge that's slightly submerged or mostly submerged. But anyway, I want to be pushing to that upgrade, and then I want to go to abandoned truck and find out what I'm looking for. It does feel like there ought to be a way over though. I like the yard, but I'm already wishing I was in the Ford. Bit shallower there. Maybe that is a wading point. Let's get this upgrade. Engine off. What we got here? Tuned custom suspension for the A&K Mark 38. Another suspension for a truck that I've sold. That suspension will forever sit in my invisible inventory in the garage. Let's push on. Find out what this task is. As we know, no respecter of fences me. I'm coming through here. I've just made a gate for you, mate. Engine off. Abandoned truck. Hello, wanderer. I've recently moved from the frosty top of the hill closer to the water, and I had nothing to tow my old broken truck here. Will you help? $3,300. Yeah, I will. That kind of money is a bit touch and go, but yeah, I will. So it is a Lodestar. Yeah. And oh blimey, he wasn't joking about living up on the icy mountain, was he? Up above the sawmill that we found in episode 1. And his abandoned trailer is over there as well. Plus there's this arrogance one. But that still leaves me with one that I haven't found. I'll have to do a name comparison and see if I can work out the name of the one that I'm missing. Right now, I've got to see, before dark completely closes in, whether there's a route over that river. preferably without falling in the river. This might be a bit that's easier to see in the dark, because sometimes you can see the slightly submerged stuff a bit easier. Headlights are picking something out, it's just a question of how deep it is. I'm aware that I've left my trailer behind, by the way, but if need be, the grad can bring it. If I do decide that this is a route across. I am getting washed downstream a little bit. But yeah, that's a crossing, ladies and gentlemen. Happy with that. Pleased to find that one. Looks a bit deep there, but no, even that's fine. So that is a crossing from what I'm going to call Pipe Island to Garage Island. And I'll get the grad to come across the same crossing with that trailer, because that pretty much should end up putting me back near the garage, I think. Beautiful, happy with that. Just have a look at the map so I know where I am. But that's come out really close to the garage, so I am happy with that. I am going to move the grad and the trailer across, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'm now going to abandon the Yar and jump into the Tatterin, because the Tatterin is up near Camping Gone Wrong. I know I've tagged, yes. So I haven't tagged Arrogance, and I haven't tagged Abandoned Trailer, and I haven't got that upgrade. So I think in the Tatterin it'd be good to tag those in this episode, because then I'm done with, well, I've still got to find the one that's missing. Just count them up. 9, and I'm sure there's 12 that I miss that aren't completed yet. So the 3 that I need to find, and I can only see Arrogance and Abandoned Trailer. So let's make sure I know where I'm going, which is basically, it looks pretty simple, but let's not be complacent. I am in the Tatterin. Let's not give the Ford all the glory. Tatterin is still pretty much a go anywhere truck. Who put that caravan there? And you know, Arrogance. Can you imagine? I made a bet with a friend that I can cross this stream at full throttle. Looks like I lost. Will you help me deliver the car to the house? That's not much money, mate. 1950. I don't get out of bed for that sort of money. I'm a completionist, so I got no choice. Tools 166. Very good scout, apparently. Yeah. Guess who shouldn't have sold his Tools 166? Fine. I'm going to try and hug my way this way and get down through to that abandoned trailer. Tag that one before pushing on to it. Well, I might just pull that Tools back out a bit. It looks like it's a pretty close delivery, but I want to focus getting the task and the upgrade. Oh, 52 points of suspension damage. Is that a fuel trailer I see before me? Oh, it's not full though. Is that another 53 suspension damage I just did? It's a wheel as well. Scout fuel trailer. That's got to be delivered. There's not much for me to take out of that, but I'm going to grab what I can. And then I'll have to put a little squirt back in. Engine off. Repair. Suspension and wheel. Oh, I haven't got repair points. I only had a spare wheel, that was it. So this needs to hit the resupply place. Task, abandoned trailer. Hello, we've just moved a little uphill from here, but we left the trailer with fuel at the old place. Will you help us retrieve it? $4,600. Yes, and I'm going to have to put a little bit back in it. Where's it going to go? In the direction of abandoned truck, so that's useful. Oh, house on top. Well, that's the name of the delivery place. Oh, I haven't yet tagged support the meteorologists. I recognise the name of it, so I must have seen it when I did the watchtower, but not gone in there to tag it yet. So that's fine. I know which one I need now. My suspension is not looking too great, but let's see what we can do. I don't know that I'll get all the way there with this, but I definitely want to get that upgrade. Once I get that upgrade, I may not get over the river. I'm just going to tag where that upgrade is. I'm not going to worry about arrogance for a minute. I am just going to go with this trailer in the direction of the upgrade. Can't really tell a good route, but that's a bit rocky for my taste, really. Leave that trailer there because that's the crossing that I'll probably use to get over to the other bit of land once I've got this upgrade. Not sure what this upgrade is, but all upgrades are useful. Active suspension for the Kolob 74. Now I haven't got it in my head which Kolob is which. I think I want the flat fronted one. I'm not sure whether that's... There's one with a long bonnet that looks like it would be a bit of a chin nightmare. Let's turn this around. And then there's a flat fronted one that I think I prefer the look of. I haven't really done the research yet. I should watch them comparison videos. And I think at the moment, based on comments, I'm slightly favouring buying a Kolob over buying a Bandit at the moment. Partly because Bandit, fuel tank and fuel economy, not great for hard mode. Right, now this is a bit deep. I don't know that there's any... Yeah, maybe it's alright there. Pull that closer, but I may need to let go of the trailer to get hold of a branch. I think there's a couple of branches on that side of the river. So I'll have a go at pulling it, but if I start getting washed downstream... Bit of water damage. You can do it. You can do it. Get myself out of the water and then get the trailer back on. Before the trailer gets washed away. I don't think trailers get washed away, do they? Doesn't want to let me turn, does it? So that's a brick site. So I had another comment. I've had a couple of comments to this effect, really, about maybe being more efficient rather than running around and collecting all of these materials from these different remote areas. Set yourself up with a loading crane at some of the warehouses that give infinite supply and just basically train a whole load of stuff, just cargo shift a whole load of stuff in. Well, I have been here before, but I don't think climbing that mountain is a sensible idea. So I think this is a case of down the road and then up that way. If I want to get to that, which I probably do. And currently I have enough time in the episode to carry on. So I may as well just keep driving. It's dark, unfortunately, but you know the situation. It's quite funny. If this trailer was full, I wouldn't even be thinking of delivering it right now. It's only because it's virtually empty already that I've slurped a bit out of it, and now I'm just trying to think what's the maths of me getting just enough back into it to hand it in with as close to 90 as possible. Yeah, if it was full, I'll be hauling it to the garage and leaving it there for a bit. So I have been up here before, but not with a trailer on. So therefore I've got a little bit less flexibility with winching myself. It's a bit slippery for the Tatterin without trains on. But yeah, that was alright, not too bad. I think this trailer delivery will take me to where the lodestar is, or close by. Oh, hang on a minute, where am I going? I was following what looked like the right direction. Can I find my way through this tree line with a trailer on the back? It's pretty dense there, doesn't it? Maybe go forward a little bit more and see if I can turn right. But where does this path go then? Because I was following a trail that goes roughly in the direction. But I need to go uphill quite steeply to get to where I need to be. Not convinced. Get that trailer as tight a rope as I can because I don't want it getting caught on trees. It's a bit of a shame it's not daylight. That would be quite a nice view. Right, before I get in there, I've got to sort out trying to get 90 litres into it. So engine off, let's just have a look at the maths on that then. See if we can manoeuvre that. Score. Perseverance. Exactly 90 litres. Yeah, mate, just have your trailer. Thanks! Now we have something to keep us warm. And then his wife's in the background saying, I'm sure there was more fuel in that when we left it. It evaporated away, love. Okay, so while I'm here, it would be silly not to get that truck, wouldn't it? Or at least have a look at it. So pretty much straight across there and see if I can get in. Doesn't look like an obvious road into it. When I get there, it might look like a road that I can have a bit of a squint at. And what is my fuel situation after all of that shenanigans? Fuel. All right, roof rack is full. Yeah, I'll leave the roof rack full. Because I like to know how much is in my reserve tank, basically. So we gained a little bit of fuel from all of this. Imagine how much we'd have got done if some idiot hadn't have tipped his yar off a bridge. So is there a road? Is this guy coming in and out of here by helicopter or something? So there's his lodestar. Is there a road? I don't think there is a road, is there? Maybe around that way? Yeah, a little bit of wading. Get it lined up. I've got to ask you, mate, is there any fuel in your lodestar? Doesn't look like it. Refuel. Lodestar is empty. Let's just tag this task, just so I know what I'm doing. I'm not necessarily going to deliver this because it's a long way to go. But, so deliver it to the house in that valley. Not that far to go now that I know I can wade across. But deliver it to that house. There's no repairs or anything, it's just a straightforward delivery, $3,300. That sounds fair. Probably won't put any fuel in it and use its engine. I'll probably just haul it. And yeah, now my headlights are showing me that that's the boardable part of his little fishing lake. Or her little fishing lake. That looks like tire trails. Let's just see where it leads. Into the sawmill. Civilization of a sort. And what would be the route out of this then? I think probably down the same chute that I used for the race when I did episode 1 and did the down contest. Straight down that chute and into the garage area, and then we're actually really close to where it needs to be delivered anyway, so not too bad. It's actually a decent bit of progress, right? Really, considering that the first half of the episode was lost recovering from my own stupidity. Still feels like quite a lot's got done. Oh, I've just done another big chunk of damage. Took out another wheel and not a lot of suspension left. So this Tasserin is severely in need of repairs now. Although to be fair, when it loses suspension and a wheel or two, it hardly seems to make any difference to the way it drives. And if worst came to worst, if I needed the Tasserin a lot more on this map, which I don't think I do, but if I did, I could chuck it in the garage and just pay the money to repair it. I think it's earned it. Bodywork repair probably needed anyway. Right, I am going to leave this Lodestar parked right there. Not dumped, that's parked. And then I think I'm going to wrap this episode here because, as I say, I've ended up getting quite a bit done. Hopefully you weren't put off too much by me having a little bit of a bit of an unexpected start, and then a bit of a talk about where I'm struggling and what I'm struggling with and what I need to do about it to make it fun to edit as well as to play. Hopefully that didn't put any of you off. Hopefully I've explained myself a little bit. I love the game. I really am still enjoying it. I'm going to finish it. But sometimes it's a bit of hard work. And maybe I'm doing too many episodes per week. But at the minute, I don't plan on cutting them down. Because I think 4 is a good number. But maybe I'm doing a bit too much. And it's telling. Because sometimes I feel pressured to record an episode when I'm not necessarily in the right frame of mind to do it. But that's my pressure. It's not coming from anybody else. So I've got to deal with it. But anyway, that is enough for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed the episode. I hope that you're continuing to enjoy the series. And hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much and goodbye.